I recently been to Dollar Tree and saw that they had some new items, and of course on the Purple Alphabet we like to test these Dollar Tree items to see if they're worth your $1.25. Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet, and today we are testing some Dollar Tree items, mostly from the back to school section and a couple of toys too. So let's try them out and see if they're worth your $1.25. First thing I want to try out is this new Wacky Sand is what it's called. I can barely see it. This came in several different color and mold combos. I ended up picking out the one with the turtle. They had different color sand too, and all kinds of different molds to go along with it. So you could essentially get a whole set of these if you wanted to. Not very much comes in here. It's not very big. I'm trying to find the size. Doesn't quite say. So it's not very big. You can see compared to my hand, there's not a lot in here, but it's a little small container. So I wanted to try this. I brought out my tray just in case there's a mess. So let's see what we got here. Kind of feels like Play-Doh almost. I'll take it out. Oh, there we go. So I'm expecting it to be like kinetic sand, which it is. It's just been in that container for so long. And we have our turtle mold, which is kind of like maybe not as great of quality as you would find in like a Play-Doh set. The plastic is kind of flimsy, but I kind of expect that with Dollar Tree items. So let's go ahead and fill up our little turtle, see if this actually works. Sometimes I'm not a big fan of the Dollar Tree sensory materials because it's just not quite the same. Okay, so this texture is actually pretty good. Okay, now can we get the sand out of the turtle? So I got it filled up. There we go. It actually worked. It looks like a little turtle. I would say some of the details, like the turtle shell, didn't come through on it, but it definitely made something in the shape of a turtle. So I think this one's pretty straightforward, guys. This one is going to be a thumbs up if you see it and you just want a little bit of kinetic sand, not a whole bunch, a little tiny size. This would definitely work, and it would work for a really small sensory bin, or you can get a couple of them in different colors or same colors, and that would work for a sensory bin. Thumbs up. I've been seeing this at a couple stores, and these kind of caught my eye because I like a good travel tin, and they come in their own tin. These are actually from name brands. Spin Master. You can see there's a little logo here on the front of the boxes, and there's two different ones. Would you rather or beat the parents? So I'm going to try, let's do Would You Rather first. This one says it's for ages 8 and up for 2 to 4 players. And on the back of the box, this says it comes with 23 cards, a voting card, and instructions. So I would imagine it's just kind of a simplified version of the real game, if I can even get it open. Oh my gosh. A deck of cards. They're all the same. Looks like they have questions on one side. Actually, they're on both sides. They're double-sided. And then an A-B card, and then the instructions. So it says you read the question to one person to your side. I'll read the first one here. It says, would you rather A, only be able to communicate in PowerPoint presentations, or B, in a Broadway-style song and dance? So that person who you read the question to has to choose A or B, and then they put their answer underneath here without anybody knowing. The player who read the card has to guess, and if they guess it, then they get to keep that question card, which I think equals 1 point. So you go around and you keep on going, and then the first to get to 3 points wins. Really simple and easy, and it can actually inspire a lot of conversation. So I think that one's definitely a thumbs up for what it is. That's a perfect travel game. Throw that in your purse and a book bag, and you're good to go. Let's check out this other one, Beat the Parents. I'm kind of excited about this now because the other one was pretty good. For $1.25, when the real versions cost quite a bit more. If I can find them online, I will put a picture up with the price on the screen so you can see how much more the real version, the full version is. This one is Beat the Parent, and what does it say? It comes with 24 cards and instructions. Here's the cards. Looks like there's one side for kids, which is the yellow side, and then the other side, the red side, is for parent, and then there's an instruction card. So it looks like you have 3 guesses. One of these answers, there's 3 different questions on here, is correct. You get to keep the card, and then if the answer is incorrect, a player from the opposing team may try and steal by answering the question and get it right, and they get to keep the card. So you keep on going, and the first to 4 trivia cards win. So let's read the kids' trivia first. Mario Kart is a video game series published by which company? And the answer is Nintendo. Who plays Frank Reynolds in the series It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? It's Danny DeVito. So you got a lot of different questions in here, and you have 24 cards to go through. This one, I think you'll probably get to know the answers after a while, so maybe a short-lived game of a lifespan for this game, but definitely a great one, especially for vacation. Thumbs up on both of these. A few of the writing supplies that are in the back to school section had caught my eye. The first one is this neon set of broadline markers. It says it's non-toxic and you can draw thick or thin lines in school quality. I want to try this. It's from the LifeMark brand and it only comes in 3 colors. So I have my paper here. We'll just open up to a blank page. This is my testing paper. And what we're looking for is vibrancy in the markers. As I say, they're supposed to be neon. There's pink, blue, and yellow. So let's start with pink. And we got a nice tip to it. Looks like a highlighter almost. It's kind of translucent, not very opaque. And yellow. I think they might have needed to mark these as highlighters, not markers, because that is a very highlighter color too. And then the blue, definitely highlighter. So it says they're broadline markers. It doesn't necessarily say that it's not a highlighter, but these are definitely highlighters for sure. Because it's kind of misleading, they should have just said highlighters. I would definitely give this a thumbs down. They do work as highlighters. So that part's a thumbs up, but they're not what I expected. I expected them to be kind of like a paint pen maybe, in that kind of neon opaque color. Only because of that reason, but they do work and they do function. They'd be great as highlighters. Next up, we have these ink pens. They're from the journaling line. Micro tip brush pen, which is why I got them. I only saw them in these two colors, the pink and the blue, and I wanted to see how these brush tips really did. So we're going to try them both. And they have a lot of pens in the journaling line, bullet journals, junk journals, scrapbooking pens. And I want to see that tip. Does look like a brush, a very fine point brush, a micro tip brush to be exact. So let's see how this writes. It feels like it could be like a watercolor pen. Like you could do calligraphy. I just all of a sudden forgot how to spell, because you can do thick lines and then you can do thin lines. That's kind of cool. The color itself does seem a little muted. I kind of expected it to be a little bit more. This one feels like a highlighter too. So the pink kind of feels like a highlighter color. This one looks like a little bit more opaque, like a blue, but I do think that the brush tip is kind of cool in how it works. So I'm going to have to give these a thumbs up because of those brush tips. They definitely feel like you're painting like watercolor or water brush. So that's a thumbs up. I just kind of like the blue color better. Speaking of watercolor, these have been at several stores I've been to. Watercolor kit. There's 6 different pages in here, and these are like Melissa and Doug Water Wow dupes. I have really high expectations because the Melissa and Doug ones are really nice. This is spiral bound and it kind of is hard to turn the pages. The Melissa and Doug ones are amazing. The pictures are really, really cute though, and it does come with its own pen. The only thing is that it doesn't have like a place to put the pen back after you've opened it. So once you've opened it, you've opened it. And I would just tear this piece off the spiral bound. Here's the pen. It has the brush on the end, and you have to fill it up with water by twisting. Maybe. All right, I had to get one of my kids to help me twist that off, but inside here is where you'll put the water. So I'm going to put some water in this. I'll be right back. All right, so I got some water in here and it takes a minute for it. Oh, it's already coming out. All right. So let's try this on here. Oh, it's coming out really too fast. Way too fast. I got like a puddle on the paper. So the color looks really good. Oh my gosh. There's way too much water. Like it's just literally dripping off this pen. Not good. Okay, I'm just gonna use my finger at this point as the paintbrush because too much water is coming out. So the pages look really good. Dollar Tree in the craft section sometimes sells the water pens, and those are really, really good. I would highly recommend those as a replacement to this brush. This brush is not cutting it. Way too much water. You can look how much water I can still spread around the picture. Now the idea is this is supposed to dry, and so you can reuse it. So that's one of the pictures. Pictures turned out good. Brush, not good. And I'm dripping water everywhere. Okay, so this is a tough one because the brush. So the brush, no. The book itself, pretty good. In fact, you could probably use the Melissa and Doug pen on this one. Now I'd have to let it dry to see how well it dries, but we can maybe come back to this. So I'm going to give it a thumbs down so far because of the pen, and that's what you need to do this activity. You could also use a paintbrush and some water probably, and that'd be fine too. But thumbs down because this is awful. I've got water all over the place, but we'll continue on. This guy, let me get it open here, is brand new to the Halloween selection at Dollar Tree. I only saw one style. It's called a sticker countdown Halloween. So kind of like you count down to Christmas, you count down to Halloween, and this one is filled with 31 flaps that have 31 stickers in it. So this is a spoiler alert. If you don't want to know what's in here, you have to fast forward to the next item, but this is it. It's kind of thick too. Oh, cool. It opens up. Wow. I don't have enough room on my camera to show you this. It's so big, but there's 3 flaps, 3 scenes, and then here's where the stickers are, and you can put the stickers on the scene. Isn't that neat? All right, so let's check out a sticker or 2. Let's go for number 4. I can't get it open. There we go. It is a vampire. So we can put our vampire in our scene. Okay, I have to admit, it took me a minute to get the backing off the sticker, so that might frustrate some little ones, but once you get it off, you got a vampire, and now you can place it in your scene. Let's place him down here on the stairs. Or no, maybe by the clock? Let's put him down here. There it goes. This is so cool. Okay, so you got, I won't spoil this too much. You got all of your stickers over here, and then you got these whole 2 pages of scenes to do. You even have the outside here you can put stickers on all the little doors. This is amazing for $1.25, I'd have to say. So I would give this like 2 thumbs up. I think kids would really enjoy this, aside from taking off those stickers. That was a little bit hard. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. This is a highlights hidden picture puzzle, and it came in a couple of different styles, and I'm a big fan of highlights in general, especially the hidden puzzles. So they had a whole series of ones, and on the side of the box here, it tells you what you're going to find after you build the puzzle. So I'm going to open this up and just to check it out, because I was curious. It's 100 pieces, and I just think it's cool because then you can have something to do with the puzzle after you built it, and it'll be like those hidden picture books, right? Puzzle pieces look like decent. Sometimes with the Dollar Tree, your puzzle pieces are not as good as they should be, but this one looks like standard like puzzle pieces, not like high quality jigsaw puzzles, but decent in the sizes. Okay, so let me put this together and then we'll be back to talk about it. Here we go. My kids generously donated their time to complete the puzzle, and it turned out really cute. So I would definitely say this is a decent quality for $1.25. And then now you can look for the hidden objects. Like there's a hot dog there that we already found. There is like, it looks like a worm or snake, flower, and you would find all the objects in the puzzle. This one is definitely a thumbs up. Go back to our watercoloring activity. This is what it looks like about after 10 minutes. It completely has dried, and you can redo it all over again. That actually worked really, really well. Just that pin. Don't light the pin. So this one is a thumbs down because of the pin, but you could use another one and it would work beautifully. If you like these types of videos, I have a whole entire playlist of Dollar Tree test videos, so go watch that next. I'll see you over there. Make sure to click subscribe to see more videos like this and give me a thumbs up to show your love.